On. I'll read the question again. Question 7, page 56. Indigo Limited estimates that under a gratuity plan, Mr. Rajiv, who joined the firm on 1st January 2006, will be entitled to a gratuity of rupees 5 lakhs on his retirement after 10 years. So it is already estimated in the beginning that Rajiv will retire after 10 years, and at that time he will receive gratuity of 5 lakhs. Now under the gratuity plan, an employee is entitled to gratuity at the rate of 15 days salary based on the last drawn at the time of leaving the company for each completed year of service. This is of no relevance because the amount of gratuity is directly given. How is it calculated? 5 lakhs, that information is given to you. Calculate the present value instead of payment value, present value at the balance sheet date. Means you have to find present value at the balance sheet date from 2006 to 2016, all the years. And then actuarial gain or loss for each of the 10 years. Now actuarial gain means if interest, what we earn, is more than the difference in present value, then that is actuarial gain. Actuarial does the valuation. So if beyond this valuation we receive extra amount, then it is actuarial gain. And if actuarial has done a valuation and we receive less than that, then it is actuarial loss. Consider the discount factors of 8% for the years 6, 7, 13, 14 and 15. As such, we take the values from the present value table, but we will directly count it without the tables help. 9% for the years 2009 and 10, and 7% for the years 2011 and 12. The accounting year ends on 31st December every year. So now first we will write as a note what is actuarial gain and actuarial loss. So write down if interest is more than the difference between present value of last year and current year, then it is actuarial gain. Full stop. Otherwise it is actuarial loss. Okay, otherwise it is actuarial loss. Now 10 years means actually we don't have to do up till 2016. If we start from 2006, we have to do up till 2015. 1st January 2006, the person has joined. So when will he complete 10 years of service? 2006 is 1 year. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. On 31, 12, 15 is 10 years will get over. So we have to make from 31, 12, 2006 till 31, 12, 2015. Okay. The columns will be understand it first, many columns are there. Then you make it. Table showing present value. Two things are asked. Present value at balance sheet date and actuarial gain or loss. So first of all, balance sheet date will be the first column, which is from 31/12/2006 to 31/12/2015. Then amount of gratuity, okay, understand it first, then make the columns. There are 8 columns to be made. So balance sheet date, amount of gratuity, discount rate, which is different. If it was common, then we would not have written it. But for some years it is 8%, some years it is 9%, and some years it is 7%. Then present value interest factor. Okay, that we'll have to calculate. Present value interest factor. Then we'll get present value at balance sheet date. So this one answer is the present value at balance sheet date. This will be done in this particular column. Is everyone clear with this? Then we'll find difference between present value. As I made you write in the note, we will have to find difference between present value of last year and current year. Okay, that we will compare with the interest. And then difference of these two. If interest is more than difference between present value, it is actuarial gain. and if it is less, then it is actuarial loss. So these all columns have to be made. Okay, 8 columns, so have to make it. Raise your hand who is still writing it. Everyone has done the columns? Now be attentive everyone. See, first of all, the balance sheet dates are 31/12/06 up till 31/12/15. Okay, from 31/12/06 till 31/12/15. Any confusion in this? Now, amount of gratuity. See, if 5 lakhs is to be paid after 10 years, then every year company should set aside what amount? If 5 lakhs is required after 10 years, then every year company should keep aside what amount? 50,000. So what company has to provide for the amount of gratuity every year? 5 lakhs divided by 10. 50,000 every year. Raise your hand who did not understand this 50,000. All are clear with this? 5 lakhs is required after 10 years. So every year company will have to set aside from the profits 5 lakhs divided by 10. 50,000. Any confusions up till here? Now, what is the rate of discount? Who are still writing up till here? Raise your hand. Yes, raise your hand who is writing it still. Now see the discount factors given to you. Last sentence. Consider the discount factor of 8% for the years 2006, 7, 13, 14, 15. Any doubt in this? 8% for the years 6, 7, 13, 14 and 15. 9% for the years 9, 10. 9% for the years 9 and 10. In 2008 is the same. Make it 9% for the years 2008, 2009, 2010. Before 2009, insert 2008 also. Before the year 2009, insert 2008 also. 9% is for the years 2008, 2009, 2010. Okay. And 10% for the 7% for the years 11 and 12. Okay, discount factor 7% for the years 11 and 12. Now present value interest factor will be directly taking it from the table only. So I'll make you write the interest factors and then I'll explain you how this is calculated. So now 0.500, then 0.540, 0.547. This all you will directly get from the tables, and in exams if they don't provide you the tables, they directly give you the factors. 0.596, 0.650, 0.763, 0.816, 0.857, 0.926 and 1. Now understand how is this calculated. First of all, be a reader. See, whatever amount we keep aside 50,000 at the end of 2006, we have to pay that amount after 10 years, means on 31/12/2015. So this amount will get invested for how many years? 9 years, because 1 year is already over. You are not investing on 1/1/2006. When are you going to set aside this amount and invest? 31/12/06. So practically it is not going to be invested for 10 years. It is going to be invested for only 9 years. Any confusion in this? Okay. This factor is for 9 years. This is for 8 years. This is for 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, and this amount will not get invested only. Because when do you keep it aside? 31, 12, 15, and on the same day you give it to the employer. So this amount will not be invested practically. Did everyone of you understand this? So therefore it's 0 years. Any confusion with this? Now how do we find the 0.5 for 9 years? 1 divided by 1.08 equals to, this is after 1 year. This is a factor of present value after 1 year. Now again, once again plus equal to, this is after 2 years. Again plus equal to 3 equal to 4 equal to 5 equal to 6 equal to 7 equal to 8 equal to 9. What do you get? 0.500. Did everyone understand it? But instead of calculating it, we directly get it from the table. Any confusions? Same way this would be done 1 divided by 1.08 and how many times? 8 times, equal to 8 times. Then 1 divided by 1.09 7 times. 1 divided by 1.09 equal to 6 times. 1 divided by 1.09 equal to 5 times. And so on, you get all these factors. But this is if table is not given, but table will be given in exams. What you have to see is simply present value table, look for the rate of interest and the number of years. Any confusion in this? All are clear with it? Now this we simply have to multiply and calculate the present value. Fifth will be 2 into 4. Column 2 into column 4. Do it 50,000 into 0.5. Now what does this mean? Practically, we don't have to keep aside 50,000 in the first year. We have to keep aside only 25,000 because that will become 50,000 after 10 years. Cross it. We are expecting 8% interest. Do 25,000 plus 8%. This will be after 1 year. Again 2 plus 8%. This will be after 2 years plus 8%. This will be after 3 years plus 8%. This will be after 4 years plus 8%. After 5 years plus 8%. After 6 years plus 8%. After 7 years plus 8%. After 8 years plus 8%. What does it come to? 50,000 after 9 years means it will get invested for 9 years. So if you keep aside 25,000 at the end of the first year and invest it at the rate of 8%, it will become 50,000 at the end of 10 years. What we require to pay to the person. Did you understand it? So we don't have to keep aside 50,000. We have to keep aside 25,000. Now others are not explained in here. Is everyone clear with this? Same way do 50,000 into 0.540. 27,000. 50,000 into 0.547. 27,350. 50,000 into 0.596. 29,800. 50,000 into 0.650. 32,500. 50,000 into 0.763. 38,150. 50,000 into 0.816. 40,800. 50,000 into 0.857. 42,850. 50,000 into 0.926. 46,300. And last will remain 50 only. Means last year we'll have to keep aside 50 only. Any confusions in this? All are clear with it? Now difference between present value, I told you difference between present value means difference between current year and last year. So first year there will be no difference because this is the first year you're investing. Now, this difference we will write over here. 27 minus 25. Then 27,350 minus 27,000. 29,800 minus 27,350. 2450. 32,500 minus 29,800. 2,700. 38,150 minus 32,500. 5,650. 4,800 minus 38,150. 2,550. Sorry, 2,650. 42,850 minus 40,800. 2,050. 46,300 minus 42,850. So 3,450. And 50,000 minus 46,300. 3,700. Any confusions in this? All are clear with it? Now, interest, how we will understand this? Show this calculation one place, okay, so that you understand how this difference is obtained. Others are put in the same manner. Now, interest, first year you keep aside 25,000. And next year you actually receive interest of 8%. So on this 25,000, this 8% will get us the interest in the next year. What is 25,000's 8%? 2,000. Any confusion in this? Or are you able to understand it? Same way, this 27,000 what you keep aside second year actually earns the interest of 9% in the next year. 27,000 into 9%. 2,430. Are you able to understand this? Same way we'll calculate all of them. 27,350 into 9%. 2,460. Yes? Is everyone clear with this? Actually, it will come to 2,450 only. This is a very nominal difference. You must write 2,450 only rather. Because it is rounding off. This factor which we obtained, we have taken in 3 decimals. If you would have taken in 5 or 6 decimals, it would be slightly less than 2,7350. And that you multiply with 9%, you will get actual 2,450 itself. So if it comes very close, means it is the same value. That is because of rounding off. 29,800 into 9%. 2,682. This also will come to 2,700 only. 2,682 means it will come to 2,700 only. Okay. Then 32,500 into 7%. 2,275. Then 38,150 into 7% will come to 2,650 only. Yes? Is it very close to 2,650? You'll get 2,650 only. I'll tell you later on where you have to change the rates. 40,800 into 8%. 3,264. Then 42,850 into 8% will come 3,450 itself. And again 46,300 into 8% will come 3,700. Understand this reason. Whenever rate of interest is changing, then only interest amount will change. Like see here, does this both years remain 8%? So interest comes same as the difference in present value. There is no actuarial gain or loss. When does actuarial gain or loss occur? When you kept the money aside at the rate of 8% and you start earning 9%, it's your gain. You kept aside the money and you believe you'll invest it at the rate of 8% to get 50,000. But next year you start getting 9, it's your gain. So there you will have difference between these two amounts. Able to understand this? Now, when you invested at 9% only and you earn there will be no difference. Therefore, these two amounts will come same. So when will the amount differ? When the rate of interest changes. So when it becomes 8 to these two will be different. When it remains 9 to 9, these two are same. When it remains 9 to, here also 9%, so it remains same. Now from 9 it is changing to, so here the amount changes. From 7 to 7 it will remain same. Then again from 7 to 8 it is changing, so it will change. 8, so it will remain same. Where the rate of interest is changing, the point where it is changing, here it is changing, here it is changing, here it is changing. You will find only these rates will give you different amounts. All other amounts will remain same. This 9% amount is different, this 7% amount is different, this 8% amount is different. All other amounts remain same. Did everyone understand it? Practically, what is the reason? You kept the money aside believing that you get interest of 8% and you actually earned in the year, next year, so it's your gain. You kept the money aside believing you earn, you actually earn in the next year, it's your loss. You kept the money believing you get in the next year, here also it is your gain. Did everyone understand this? So now what is actuarial gain or loss? Here no gain or loss because the rate remains same. Here you get 2430, you expected 350, so there is a gain. 2430 minus 350, 20 is actuarial gain. Here no gain or loss because rate of interest also remains same. Here you receive, but you expected 5650, here it's a loss. What is 2275 minus 5650? Negative 3375. And practically what did I tell you? You kept aside 32,500 believing you will get 9%, but in the next year you get, so it's your loss. Here it is a loss of 3375. Able to understand this? Then 2650, no gain or loss. 3264 minus 2050, gain of 1214. Now here also see 40,800. Now you kept aside believing you'll get 7%, but next year you get, so you get more, so it is a gain. And now again no gain or no loss. Did you understand this concept, everyone? Anyone having any doubt in it? So below that right now, give the ending remarks and write down. Actuarial gain or loss. Actuarial gain or loss will occur only when the rate of discount changes. Only when the rate of discount changes. This is a part of your solution in exams, okay? So following are the observations made. Following are the observations made from above table. Following are the observations made from above table. First, below that, number 1. On 31/12/08, rate of discount changes from 8% to 9%. It's increasing, right? 8% to 9%, resulting in actuarial gain of 2080. Resulting in actuarial gain of 2080. Any confusion in this? Rate is increasing, so it's an actuarial gain. You earned more than what you expected. Second, on 31/12/11, the rate of discount is changing from 9% to 7%. Resulting in actuarial loss of 3375. Resulting in actuarial loss of 3375. Able to understand this? And third one. On 31/12/13, rate of discount is changing from 7% to 8%. Resulting in actuarial gain of 1214. Okay, is everyone clear with that? Now, I will take up with the concept of next point and questions will start in the next period. So give the heading actuarial return on planned assets. So actuarial is the valuer who does the valuation when which employee will die, which employee will retire. This we discussed in past lectures also. Actuarial's valuation is always involved in long-term benefits because then we need to make an estimate which employees will leave the organization when. Actuarial's return on planned assets. Planned assets means investments. Planned assets means investments. You plan it in advance. That person is going to retire after 10 years. So you plan and invest every year. Maybe instead of 50 you invest 25,000. This is called planned assets. And actuarial's return means this gain or loss. So how to calculate this actuarial's return on planned assets? Right now, fair value at the end minus this every year. Fair value at the end means at the end of the year minus fair value at the beginning so difference between the fair value, like in the beginning of the year you have invested 50,000, at the end of the year it becomes 53,000. So you have returned a gain or you have received a return or gain of 3,000. So fair value at the end minus fair value at the beginning. This shows the appreciation in the value of investments. Okay, fair value at the end minus fair value at the beginning shows the appreciation in the value of investments. Further you will minus contribution received by the plan. So fair value at the end 53, beginning 50. How much return or appreciation do you receive? 3,000. Now suppose in the current year you again invested 1,000. Means current year again employer contributed how much amount? 1,000. So actually there is not an appreciation of 3,000. 50,000 was the value in the beginning, further you invested 1,000, so as such it became 51 and then its value is 53, so there is an appreciation of only 2,000. So further you subtract if there is any contribution received by the plan. You'll add benefits paid by the plan. Means, suppose you invest in mutual funds, shares, etc. Then you receive dividends. Then, in addition to 50's value becoming 53, you also receive a dividend of 1,500. So that is also your gain. So that we will add it. If you invested in government securities and you receive interest, then that interest, which is the benefits paid by the plan, will be our gain. That will get added. Okay. The result what you get is actuarial return. Okay, and then you compare it with expected return. You compare it with expected return. Difference, if you receive more, it is actuarial gain. And if you have received less, then it is actuarial loss. Negative is loss and positive will be gain. So this is how we'll be finding actuarial return on planned assets. Okay. Then examples we will take up tomorrow. Okay. You all will be repeating questions 6 and 7 in homework. Yes. This one. 7-8 marks.